Hello, first graders. It's Mrs. Cahall here to continue with our writing. Now, you all are becoming such great writers. We used our checklist last time to review and edit our writing. So let's take a look at that checklist. You are doing so nice with putting putting spaces between your words, checking your word wall words, spelling those super tricky words, which we also call sparkle words, using punctuation and capital letters to start sentences, and reading your own writing and having a friend read it also. Remember, that friend could be a parent or a sibling. And starting your character's name with a capital letter. Just like Arthur here, his first letter is capitalized. What do you feel that you are doing the best and more on your own? Are you adding adding spaces between your words in your sentences? Are you starting each sentence with a capital letter and ending with punctuation? Are you sounding out those tricky words? If you are, nice job. Remember, there are things that you're going to do really well on, but there's also going to be some things that you need a little work on too, just like I do. So friends, because you have become such good writers, today we are going to become series writers. When you wrote small moment stories kind of at the beginning of the year, it was almost as if you were writing a series all about yourself. Well now, instead of writing all about yourself, you are going to write about your character. Just like my character is Mrs. Hershey, you are going to write all about your character. So think about your character that you are writing about. It could be Arthur, it could be Jade, it could be Ninja. Think about your character. So friends, just like in the book, Henry and Mudge, I have it right here. In every single book about Henry and Mudge, who is in it? Henry and Mudge. In every single story about Iris and Walter, who's in it? You guessed it, Iris and Walter. And in all of the books about Mr. Putter and Tabby, who's in it? Mr. Putter and Tabby Cat, absolutely. So just like in these three books, in these three series books, just like the characters are in every single book, you have to have that also. In every single book that you write, your character has to be in it. Now remember, you should be writing at least one book a week. And if you decide to write more, that's awesome. But we should have many books so far. I have 3 so far. So let's take a look. I have my first one, The Adventures of Mrs. Hershey, when she went to school and heard a strange noise, and it was a little bird, and she brought it to rescue. She brought it outside to set it free. And I have one that I haven't quite finished yet, but I'm still working on. This is the one when Mrs. Hershey goes to school, and guess what? There's no students there or anyone. Where are they? We'll have to find out. And I have one about one of her students, who's another one of my characters, Arthur, and he goes boogie boarding at the beach. So friends, today what we're going to be talking about is we are going to be talking about creating series. Each story is a new day and a new adventure. Now you need a special place to keep all of your writing. If you have a cereal box at home, you can decorate it to become your series box. I'm going to show you what I did. I created this Meet the Author sheet, and it says, my name is Mrs. Cahall. Here's a picture of me. I am 25 years old. I teach first grade. I like my students, writing and reading, my family, and teaching, and I teach at Red Smith Elementary School. This is going to be available for you also. You are going to create a Meet the Author. You can choose to add a picture of yourself, or you can choose to add a picture of one of your favorite things. In every book that you write, we're going to go over some of the very important things that you need to have. How to write series books. Use the same pretend character. Just like in all of my stories, Mrs. Hershey is in there. Start a new day or night. Every single story should have a new day, a new night, or a new adventure. Oops. Have things happen in the same place. Just like in my stories, they either happen at the classroom or the beach, and I need to pick one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the classroom. So the beach, that could be about my other character, Arthur, but I'm going to focus on Mrs. Hershey and her students. So I am going to focus on my place being the classroom. Include the same friend, pet, brother, or sister. So your character might have a pet. They might have a cat, a dog, a bird, or a hamster. They might have some friends. They might have a sister or a brother. And in his or her stories, they can be in it also. You can also have, it's not going to work like that. There we go. You can have different adventures in every single one of your books. Every book should not be the same. So remember to have different adventures, and it is okay to have the same trouble sometimes, just in a different way. Just like in my story about Mrs. Hershey finding that little bird, she could find another bird, or she could find a different animal in her classroom. So I will attach a picture of this so that you can use it when you are thinking about creating a new series book. Now, friends, it is your turn to create series books. But before you do, you need to create your Meet the Author so that everyone can learn about you. Now, how to write series books. You can use the same pretend characters, start a new day or night, have things happen in the same place, include the same friend, pet, brother, or sister, have different adventures, and sometimes you can have the same trouble. Friends, happy writing. Off you go.